But we've...
Finally this morning, well, we couldn't imagine it here in County Wicklow, part of our uplands or our national park, to be sold off. Well, it seems to be happening in Dublin. At least there is a threat. And it's 5,000 acres in the Dublin Mountains Nature Reserve, which must border County Wicklow. There's a petition being launched by the Green Party, and the leader of the Green Party, Eamon Ryan TD, is on the line. Eamon, good morning to you.
Declan, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Whereabouts is this? What's it called?
If you notice, it's the Glenasmole Valley. It goes from Capure down to Bornabrina. So if you're up Glencree and Lochbray and, you see Capure up on your right-hand side, it runs from Capure down to Tala, effectively. It's an amazing valley. It's part of that whole Wicklow, Dublin uplands, this kind of heather gorse.
Yeah, that's right. It probably overlaps the two counties, so this would be of concern to ourselves.
Yeah, well, no, I think the opportunity here is that the Wicklow National Park is a very patchwork park. The land in the actual park that the state owns and runs by the National Parks and Wildlife Service is very speckled. But most of that area up around Lochbray and around Capure is part of the national park. And what the opportunity here is to get this 5,000 acres and add to the park. It'll be about a 10% increase in the national park. And that's a huge benefit for people with an interest in walking and recreation, but also those interested in protecting nature and the special area we have. And 93% of the land is already part of a special area of conservation, so you can't really do anything about it. But it was bought by a developer back, Ian May, who people may know, he died there a number of years ago, but he was involved in the Dublin Mountains, Southern Centre and so on. But he bought the land. It was in his estate, and that went into NAMA because there was a lot of debts. And NAMA have to decide what to do now. They own the loan that the land is borrowed on. And what I'm arguing, and what I think may be possible, is for the state to get the land, for the National Parks and Wildlife Service to buy it, take it over, and extend the national park, effectively extend it from Wicklow into the Dublin uplands, Dublin Mountains. And in doing that, kind of strengthen both sides of the border and really develop the Dublin Hills, Dublin Mountains, as a resource for the people of Dublin and also Wicklow. So it's a huge opportunity. If it's sold to the private sector, you don't know what could happen. I mean, it's still a special area conservation, so it's restricted.
Yeah, it might take forever to get planning permission, but will it be at a knockdown price or anything like that?
Well, I think it is. I mean, because of it doesn't have huge commercial development potential. It's nothing like the value of land anywhere else would be. But I think there should be a agreed price. I mean, basically, the state is in one side, National Parks, the Wildlife Service has to negotiate with the Minister of Finance, or with NAMA. Now, I raised this in the Dáil last week. Minister Michael Ring is the Minister of State. He agreed with me that it made sense to make this part of the National Park. He said that the officials between the Parks and Wildlife Service and NAMA hadn't been able to agree a price. Now, we started our petition. We have about 17,000 people signed it on the Uplift petition site to really say to the state, listen, make this happen. It would be an incredible blunder if we missed the opportunity to extend the national park, to protect this area, and to really... Also, if you know the area, it's the source of the Dodder. So the Dodder rises just south of, just on the slopes of Capure Mountain, and it runs from there down to Bornabrina, which is one of the main water supplies for Dublin, and runs from there right across South Dublin. So, and what we're doing, and what's happening at the moment, is the councils are developing the Dodder as a greenway with cycling and walking routes right the way along. To a certain extent, this will take the greenway right up to the mountain. And in the NAMA legislation, why I think they can agree a price, there was stitched into the legislation an agreement that the NAMA would take into account government and local regional development plans. And that plan for a kind of a park in the Dublin uplands is central to South Dublin County Council's plans. So I think that should make it possible for NAMA to do a deal. And I suppose the broader picture is just kind of, again, NAMA can do this, I suppose, because it has now made a lot of profit, particularly on the land it's sold in the UK. We were lucky, or they were wise in terms of we got out of the UK before Brexit,
right.
Before the pound.
So it's effectively done its job and got the money, so they have a bit of flexibility. But listen,
and its job now is to manage the lands, the remaining lands in Ireland, with a view to good long-term planning, and that's what will be involved in this case.
And to find the petition, if some people want to sign it,
if you go uplift.ie and they'll see the petition. There's about 17,000 people signed already, or to go to my own Twitter feed or Facebook page. and add to that number, because I think that does have put pressure on the government to get this over the line. I think it's good for Wicklow, it's good for Dublin, and it just extends the National Park, which is one of the great prizes we have.
Very good. Okay, Leader of the Green Party, Deputy Eamon Ryan. Thanks very much indeed, Eamon. Good morning to you. Thank you very much. So, there you go.
Mark was meeting his brothers later. They had the serious business of a stag weekend to plan.
Right.